Mick and McMo.
And I'm the Mo and McMo.
And we're here today to discuss another topic on our list of topics.
This one is going to be a good one. This one is,
So,
disclaimer, just if you don't agree with something we say, write it in the comments. We'll address it later. There's going to be a lot of that this one.
so the topic is dating in Atlanta.
In hot Atlanta. There's a lot of things you have to consider when you are dating in Atlanta. Okay. It gets serious.
It's a struggle. I mean, to me, I believe that
definitely.
I mean, everyone's always moving here, and like I have girlfriends, from up north, because I'm from New York, and they're always talking about like, oh my God, I love Atlanta, I want to come there. I'm just like, you might want to reconsider, solely for the fact of the dating life is just.
If you're gonna move to Atlanta, crazy. Have a spouse prior to coming here,
and make sure that you and your spouse y'all are like this, okay? Because these women,
the wolves are out here, and if the roles are reversed, you would think that men would be the predators. Out here, it's the women, and the men are a little more subtle and a little more delicate.
Yes,
out this way, yeah. So it shows. And it becomes really rough.
A lot of it is because there's so many women, and there's like very few eligible men.
Good point.
Like I think the women here are just ambitious. They're goal oriented. Yeah. They're go getters.
Successful.
Yeah.
Strong,
independent. Yeah. Like I mean. That's like 90% of the women here.
Atlanta raises alpha women.
For sure.
Period.
Because you go out, you meet someone, and then that woman is phenomenal. She's doing so many things. She has several businesses, a good job. Like, it's amazing, like, how women here are just, I don't know, like, they're taking over. They can literally do anything. So, but the men here, you have men who are like that here as well. Don't get me wrong. But there's so few men like that, like who are just
here. I'll give you a kind of a perspective to think about. You have these successful women who are go-getters, ambitious, business-oriented, and they're the majority. And men and women outnumber men. So the men that they have to choose from, the successful, intelligent men that they have to choose from, are very few, right? Then you have those men in that bucket, those very few successful, strong, intelligent men. Some of those, let's just say half of those, don't want to deal with the alpha woman. They want to be the alpha in the household. For sure. So that cuts them out because they're the strong, masculine, corporate males who don't want to come home to a counterpart that has the equal energy.
Yeah.
So they'll go for the dormant women, or not dormant, sorry, for the, the more
women who are
softer, who are more gentle, who are maybe not as business oriented, more home oriented.
Exactly.
They'll gravitate towards them.
Yes.
So that leaves the alpha women with even less men.
I definitely agree with that because I can't even help it. I grew up with my my dad. Like I was raised by my dad and my stepmom. So like my dad just taught me how to be independent. He's always said to me, you don't need to depend on anyone, not even me. He'd always say that, and I didn't understand what he meant at that time. And now that I'm old enough to understand it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't need you.
Now that's a double-edged sword too.
Yeah, because I want like, I'm the type of person that I love. I love companionship. I love, just laying around with, my guy and just having a good time. But at the same time, I don't like to be disrespected. I don't like to be second to you, or like I want to be just as important to you as anything else in your life.
And that's where the quantity over quality comes in when it comes to dating in Atlanta. There are so many women who are kind of just out there letting themselves kind of be free. And because that number of women is so plentiful here in Atlanta, those men have all those options.
Yeah.
So while they have a good woman at home, it's like, yeah, she's a good woman, she's a great woman, but oh my God, no lie, the women here in Atlanta are beautiful, and they study beauty.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
study entertainment. They study, fashion and photography. They study these things, so they are drop dead gorgeous. So it makes it even harder for these men to, even though they have a good woman at home, to stay completely focused over here when it's just like all this candy is out there. Oh, look at all that candy. That's why I said make sure you're in a good relationship before you move here. If you're thinking about moving here, and make sure he's, that one.
I think ultimately, my challenge is finding someone that I find like companionship with, or like we have similar goals, and we want to accomplish the same thing, because I want to travel. I want to do fun things. Like I don't want to just be at home every day and bored to death. And I
What
haven't
a
really,
best friend.
I haven't really, right.
Yeah, you
But
want a best
anyways, dating in Atlanta it could be challenging, but for women who are thinking about moving to Atlanta, or guys who, you know what, guys, if you want to move here, come on down.
The more the merrier.
The
Matter of
more
fact,
the merrier.
why don't you host some classes when you get here? Maybe you can help us out, because I think we're losing the X and the Y chromosome battle down here. Women are taking over. So
seriously, but let us know what you guys think. How is it? Anyone of you guys live in Atlanta? Are you dating in Atlanta? Is it challenging? Is it fun?
thinking about moving to Atlanta?
Are you guys on dating apps, or how is that?
Oh,
Let us
also
know.
in your area, do you find the same? Do you find that it's the same? I mean, maybe we're just we're not in your area. We don't know, and you're experiencing the same issue. Let us know. Is it the same everywhere, or is it just really us?
All right.